Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe, and I wanted to do a quick review on Gun Massacre. So I'm a sucker for anything with the word massacre in it. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Slumber Party Massacre, Massacre. I've even checked out some of Spanish Chainsaw Massacre, I think was the one I watched a little bit of. It was, eh. So anyhow, this movie is a 85 release. This is the Code Red Blu-ray, which is only a 25 gig Blu-ray disc. There is a 50 gig version, which I think has possibly some different special features on it. That was released by 88 Films. Maybe the video quality is a little better. I'm not sure, but I did want to talk about this. So this was limited to 1,000 presses, 1,000 copies of this that came out via Code Red in America. And it is a no budget, low budget horror, sort of dark comedy, not dark comedy, horror with some comedy thrown in. It was created by Terry, I want to say Terry Lofton, who I believe was when I'm reading, a Dukes of Hazzard stuntman. He realized partially through the movie that he wasn't very good with making it straight horror, so he added some comedy to it. The movie has a good amount of sleaze and a good amount of gore. The story is pretty interesting. It's about this woman at the beginning of the film who gets raped by a group of construction workers, and then someone is now going after the construction workers and other random people for some reason with a nail gun. But I think with a nail gun, if you put it up to something and push, it shoots. You can't just randomly shoot it at things because then you'd hurt someone, obviously. Like a real gun, it doesn't really make sense. You don't need a nail gun to do that. So normally you have to push it up against something and then it pushes back and then shoots the nail in. So I guess you have to suspend belief a little bit in regards to just willy-nilly shooting nail guns all over the place in this movie. The movie has a decent amount of kind of like a sleaze to it. It definitely feels low budget and trashy. As I said, there's a good amount of gore. The killer is in a camouflage outfit, like a camouflage army type outfit with a motorcycle helmet with black tape around it. Everything feels low budget. The acting's a little weird. The noise sometimes drowns out the voices a little too much, and the audio isn't great. The killer does these weird sort of like muffled laughs and speech. So he like shot someone in the head at one point and he's like, ho, 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 ho. I can't even do it. It's like this crazy sort of Darth Vader auto-tune sound where it's like, ho, 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 migraines between the eyes are terrible. And then he just goes, oh, ho, 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 and laughs. But it's abundant and just annoying at points. I don't know how else to put it. So the audio for me was not great. The picture looks something like maybe a damaged DVD, even though this is as I said, 25 gig Blu-ray. There is some gratuitous nudity and sex. At the very beginning, there's a woman who is trying to seduce her boyfriend. She's naked or half naked. And she's like, oh, come on, don't you want to play doctor? And he's like, oh, can't right now, honey. I promised the guys I would help, whatever it is. And he like leaves like in the middle of them getting hot and heavy, which I think no guy in the world would do that. So that was pretty funny. The acting is okay, low budget, bad. You can tell some of the people in it are just probably like friends of the director. I know they said the person who ran the convenience store didn't show up on set, so they just used like I think the director or the writer's grandmother for the scene. The kills are pretty cool. They get shot with a nail gun and blood goes all over the place and nails are sticking out of them in random spots. The movie drags a little bit. It's sort of what's to be expected. It's a sleazy, extremely low budget 80s horror movie with bad one-liners, bad audio, and bad video. But it's fun. I mean, if you hang out with your buddies and you like to kind of chuckle at like bad films. I like cheese. I like bad horror and bad movies. It's enjoyable. It just drags a little bit. They should have cut maybe 15 minutes off of, the cops looking for this nail gun killer. It does come out in the end, obviously, who the killer is and how he's related to the scenario of the woman being raped. But it's kind of a cool little time capsule. A lot of the 80s-ish stuff is in it. You can see like an 80s computer and 80s cars and the outfits and just the way everyone dresses and their hair and stuff. I like that I went like this, even though I have no hair. So it's low budget, bad B horror. If you like that kind of stuff, you'll probably like it. I wouldn't necessarily spend a lot on the movie because it's not a great movie or some like awesome film, but B horror wise, it kind of hits all the marks. Just everything is very low. The audio is low budget. The video doesn't look great. Supposedly, the film they found is the best that they're getting. They're not going to like restore this in any other way. So, Gun Massacre, a very low budget, sleazy, kind of gory horror movie that's pretty fun. And if you like B horror movies, really, really like micro budget stuff, check it out. It's okay. I enjoyed it well enough. I've seen it, I think, 2 or 3 times now. Thanks, guys, for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.